All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKodash. Also, want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Quick epistle about uh to those who doubt. Of course, we're gonna be faced with opposition, all right, in this truth in life, but especially this truth as it is prophesied, of course, the coming persecution, man. So there's gonna be controlled opposition and people who are going to doubt the things um that we're saying through the spirit, man. All right. And if you're not used to it, it could be a harsh period of adjustment. But eventually, if the Lord's dealing with you, you'll figure these things out and know how to conduct yourself accordingly. But for new brothers and sisters, you know, it can be very intense coming into this and believing, having the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Shah upon you, and seeing that your family does not. But I mean, it's a part of the walk. Our leadership often goes into, counting the cost and understanding, what you're a part of. And a part of our walk is everyone can't walk with us. All right, so we'll get straight into this. This is the book of Romans 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Verse 4. God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written. And of course, that's what we try to tell our people through the Spirit, that this is not us saying these things. This is the Spirit that the Lord has given us to warn you people, to warn our people. All right, to teach our people these things, man. All right, but it's of the Lord if they receive it or not. But we try to convey to our people that it isn't us. All right, we're not doing this. We couldn't do this. This is, your power that sets up men to do these things, man. So again, verse 4, God forbid, yea, let God be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. All right, so for what if some do not believe? It does not matter. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, these things are gonna come to pass if it is true. All right, we just have to be patient. We have to practice patience, in this walk, in this journey of ours, man. But ultimately, they can believe what they want, man. It's not going to stop prophecy. And then we go to the book of Second Peter. Second Peter 1 and 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy. All right. And hey, that's a great point. So what if some don't believe? But here you have this more sure word of prophecies being spoken from these prophets. So I always like to pinpoint, and show people, look at what's happening in the world, man. Look at what's happening on the earth. It seems like things are constantly getting worse. All right, they may give you little gifts and treats here and there, but if you look at the totality of the situation that we're in, the weather, um, health wise, the state of people economically, things are not getting better, man. They're constantly getting worse. So, I mean, that's that more sure word of prophecy. It seems like being those quote unquote prophets of doom is showing to be true. All right. Verse 19, second Peter 1 and 19. We have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto you Ye do well that ye take heed as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until day dawn and the day star arise in your heart. So you'll do well to take heed to the warning of the prophets. All right, the one which is to say the warning of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, that light, and the prophets being that light, shining into this dark place, man. All right, this dark, confusing place that is this entire earth, but especially here in Babylon the Great. A lot of darkness, a lot of confusion, man. All right, but the Lord has set forth, His light, and He put them out on the highways and byways, so they couldn't be hid. All right, so everyone can hear and see the prophets of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man. Let's see what we got here. 2, 3. Book of Proverbs. Proverbs 1 and 22. So what if some did not believe in seeing the world that we live in on a daily basis, all these things constantly happening, bad things, man. In Proverbs 1 and verse 22 here, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? All right. And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge, man. How long will you remain in that stupor, man? Knowing and seeing these things, knowing and seeing that sure word of prophecy that these prophets have, seeing that the things aren't getting better, but that it's only getting worse, seeing digital currency on the rise, man. Like, okay, this is the way that this mark of the beast can be, implemented. We now have the technology to implement this device, and without this device, you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have that RFID microchip inside of you. You should be able to see these things. So we're saying, hey, how long, ye simple ones, are you going to remain in that simplicit, mind state? In verse 23, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. And Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, has done that. All right. First and foremost, through Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right. But now, through the prophets, man, the watchmen, the Lord is making known his words unto his people. All right. In verse 24, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. All right. Except the Lord's hopeful elect. But ye have set it not all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. So, hey, man, that's the harsh reality of the power that we serve, man. So it behoove us, all right, to be in good graces with Yahweh Shemal Shah. Otherwise, he's gonna laugh when your calamity come. And we are prophesying that great calamity is coming, to every individual upon the earth, man. All right. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. All right. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. All right. And that's a harsh reality. But a understanding that, you'll move in the fear of the Lord, man. And of course, that fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So you'll have the required wisdom to make it, through Jacob's trouble, through this period of anguish. All right. Verse 29, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. There it is. They did not choose the fear of the Lord, so they don't have the required wisdom. They would none of my counsel. They despise all my reproof. All right. And That's the spirit that the 2/3 are in right now, man, and gonna remain in that spirit, man. All right, and the Lord's hopeful elect, Lord willing, they have the fear of the Lord, which again will produce that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And again, the Lord taught us that wisdom will be the stability of thy times, these confusing times. It's confusing now, man. All right, and it's only gonna get worse. And I'm talking about it's confused, not just spiritual things, man, but just common sense, man. All right, it's in jeopardy. All right, especially here in Babylon the Great, and that's why we need to get out of here, man. Because there's nothing that we can do, man. All right, we could try to fix ourselves, we could try to fix our households, man, but it's just not enough, man. We need Yahweh by Hashem and Yahweh Shah, to restore this place, man, and that's what we're fighting for. All right, let me see. Three. All right, let's see. Proverbs 26, 11. Yep. Proverbs 26 and 11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly, man. All right. And I always like to use the example of the pandemic. When the pandemic came, man, perfect time for our people to understand what's going on, the severity of the situation. All right, that hey, these are the last days, man. All right, these events precede the Lord's second coming. All right, and learning the names Yahweh Bashim Awashai, really receiving those names, man. All right, and fixing yourselves accordingly. But what did a lot of our people do? A lot of them was getting paid, man. All right, playing around at home, of course, unless you lived in Atlanta. All right, and then when the Lord opened up the world again, a lot of them went right back into that quote unquote vomit, man. Just like a dog returning, to his vomit, a fool returning to his father. So our people went back to the mirth, especially the women. They didn't find Yahweh by Hashem Shai. All right, they didn't find the law, statutes, the commandments. They didn't find fear. So they're likened unto foolish people. And again, this game that we're playing and getting ready to play is not a game for fools, man. It's a game for wise men first and foremost. All right. So if you be a fool out here, man, and you're gonna find yourselves in dire straits, man, and we don't want to be like that. So call Hola Yahweh Shema Shah for this truth, man. And we try to give praise, honor, glory to the Lord as much as possible, man. We can never do enough, but we try. All right. Let's see here. Proverbs 6 and 16. All right. This is Proverbs 6 and 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look. All right. So the Lord hates things, man. All right. So these are the 6 things. A proud look. A starting with Esau Edom, of course. So of course we've prophesied this man's downfall. All right. He's getting ready to go down his kingdom, and he's gonna have to, deal with the consequences of his actions, man. But you look at our people, very proud people, especially the women. All right, but the Lord is getting ready to execute judgment, and this is a huge reason why. Pride. All right, our people are proud, and they're not doing the things that the Lord asks of them, not even putting forth a effort. We're trying, and of course we're messing it up because we can't be perfect. All right, or at least we're putting forth an effort. A lot of our people are not even trying, man, not even acknowledging, taking the name of the Lord in vain, things like that. You see what I'm saying? All right. A lying tongue. All right. Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that deviseth wicked imagination. And of course, Esau Edom leads the way in these things, but our people being followers of wickedness, all right, they do the same thing that Esau does, man. So they're guilty of these things, man. All right. A heart that deviseth wicked imagination, feet that be swift and running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and there's a lot of that going on around. Well, and matter of fact, this is the spirit behind persecution of the righteous, man. People bearing false witness, all right, making up things. This happened to Yahweh Shai, again, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. All right, the prophets, the apostles, this false witness that speaketh lies. The Bible is telling us that the Lord hates these things, man. So the Lord's definitely gonna deal with these things, man. We understand as we grow in wisdom that the Lord creates evil as well as good. So the Lord may allow certain things to happen, but in the end, the Lord is gonna, make things right. All right. And he that soweth discord among brethren, all right, the Lord hates these things, man. And of course, the wicked are guilty of these things, man. Starting with Esau, Edom, of course, man. All right, but our people, more so since the laws were given to our people, man. They're guilty of all these things, man, and the Lord is getting ready to bring that swift judgment. So of course, back to that. So what if some didn't believe of our nation and they just want to remain in their wickedness? It's not gonna stop, and you should see that it's not gonna stop based off the harshness of the reality when you walk out your door. If you want to accept that reality, all right, you're breathing in poison, you're aging, time is being sped up. Your children are being corrupted on a daily basis, man, via the damn phone in their hands. And we can just go from there. You're being scammed on a daily basis financially. Signs of the times. If you're just willing to not be a prideful person and say, you know what, I need help. We need help. That it goes back to our people being prideful again, which a proud look is something that the Lord hates. Our people don't want no damn help, man. At least not from the God of the Bible and His Son in their correct names. All right. Our people don't want no help, man. They want to do it themselves, man. They want to figure it out. They want to, go to this quote unquote Black Panther route or whatever, some type of spirit, in man. They don't want to reverence Yahweh Shema Shai and do it the right way. But we all are just in need of help, man. Our people are dying. And if you got any type of sense, man, you should be tired of dying. And the Lord is offering us a period, eternity of not dying and having to experience these things, man. This is an exhausting experience, man. We're at the end of this and we're very, very tired, It's wearing out the saints. The Bible speaks about wearing the saints out, man, with all this nonsense. Wisdom maketh a wise man mad. You start to develop and grow in this truth and acquire a certain level of wisdom, then you understand right from wrong. You understand that we're in captivity, that this shit ain't right, and it's exhausting. So that's why we do the things that we do through the Spirit, in hopes that the Lord will hear us, all right, see our obedience, and do what He said He was going to do via prophecy. Ultimately send Yahweh Shai back to save us. That's really the mission. So we press on, man, no matter what, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai, man. And I'll leave it at that. My favorite precepts, because it pretty much sums up everything, man. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up. And you really got to take this to heart, man. All right, this isn't a joke. There's going to be times, and it's from the Lord, where you're going to be in these different type of situations or spirits, man. It ain't always going to be a time. Even you could try to I mean, it could be a time of war for some people on the earth, and you could go on the other side of the earth, and they could be playing, man. But it's all in the hand of Yahweh Shema Shai. Point being, though, it is from the Lord. Don't think that it's always going to be a time that you're going to be able to play. All right, just like during this world war. You take some of these wars Babylon the Great been in, man. You know, men have went off and fought those wars, and not saying things were just peaceful and peachy, but people have been chilling, back in Babylon the Greatness, and men have fought those wars, man. It may not be a time like that coming here pretty soon where you may be allowed to do that. All right. We're definitely prophesying through the Spirit. This is what the Lord said it was going to be a time. This is what the Lord told us to say. All right. This is going to be a time like this earth has never seen before. All right. A time, a time, a time. All right. That's the whole point, that the Lord will bring a harsh, very difficult time upon the earth, man. And that's what we're prophesying is getting ready to happen, man. All right. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. So it's getting ready to be a time to break this shit down. All right. A time to weep. It's getting ready to be a time to weep. A time to laugh. Definitely not gonna be that time for the majority of the people. Now we did read that the Lord will laugh at your calamity, man. All right, he'll mock when your calamity comes. So that'll be happening. Well, other than that, it won't be a time of laughing and playing no more, no matter what. All right, and there's not going to be an amount of entertainment that's going to be able to mend. All right, the wound that will be taking place, the wound that is Jacob's trouble upon the wicked, man. Because them same entertainers is gonna be so bad. Those same entertainers, they're gonna be right in Jacob's trouble along with everybody else, man. And getting tempted with the mark of the beast. All right. A time to mourn and a time to dance. Again, our people love to dance, man, but it's gonna be a time of just mourning and mourning and mourning. All right. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. Ooh, that's a bad one. When thou art changed to a lower state, you gotta remember that, man. Hey, you gotta keep your faith. A time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak. Ooh, that's going into the famine of the word. And that's what time we're in now, man. A time where the Lord is allowing his men to speak and people to hear what they're saying. But eventually that we're prophesying that too. There's going to be a famine upon this land, not just of food availability, but of hearing the words of the Lord, man. We ain't not, and this ain't always gonna be going down like that, man. So this is an allotted time from Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah upon this earth, man. All right, and the Lord is in control of all these things, man. So no need to worry, man. The time of Jacob's trouble will come, but it's in the hands of the Lord, man. So to those who doubt, we just gotta be patient, man. And again, it's looking good for the prophets of doom, as they call us, I guess. And it's not looking good for the naysayers, because you just see more and more bad things happening. You see the behavior of people. These are characteristics, spoken of in the Bible of people. Lovers of themselves, covetous, all right, boasters, blasphemers, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh Bahashim Awashai. You see the characteristics, all right, and the behavior of people. It's signs of the time, signs of the last days, the end times, man. So you see these events and you see the men prophesying these things. So again, we're trying to get ourselves right with the Lord, man. That's all. All right. So to those who doubt, it is what it is. They'll see. All right. But it's looking, again, things are getting worse. All right. You see the wars and the rumors of wars, man. All right. The weather. All right. It seems like the Lord, if you believe the Lord is in control of something like the weather, it seems like he's not happy with this place. He's not letting it just be sunshine, days and things like that. He's letting all type of events and, situations happen upon the earth, man. So he's obviously upset. So we have to respond accordingly. All right. And all we gotta do is continue to serve Yahweh Shema Shah to the best of our ability, man. Putting forth a decent effort, and Lord willing, Yahweh Shema Shah will acknowledge our attempt at righteousness, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah Bahashem Rachachodash. Till next time, Shalom.